All right, well, good morning, everybody.
Hi.
It's morning for us, so I always say good morning. We are here today because we have something kind of different for you guys today. We were talking about the best way to help you succeed and achieve your goals. And Aaron has really learned that throughout over 10 years of working with clients that building, 15 years. Wow, you're kind of old.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing. But we have learned that behavioral habits build into big habits, right? Like they build into the type of lifestyle that we have. And we've practiced a few little things in our life, and Aaron has really learned some things that help his clients reach their goals, essentially. So we thought that we would take one day a week to help you set up the rest of the week. And we're going to be doing this. We've got kind of a grand scheme for you of starting with one habit and then building onto another and building onto another. But hopefully we're doing this in a way that is very doable and very approachable. And we just really want to work with you on this. We're here for you. We're part of your community. And so we thought today we would help you set up the first behavioral habit that we're going to work on. And this is a chance for us to just connect with you guys so we can build out your week and help you be a little better, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I love the words that you're choosing. Behavioral habits sound so formal.
Oh yeah.
And it's funny. I typically call these one of two things. Is we just say behaviors, right? Just things that we do, or my favorite word is actually skill. Because a skill means it's something that you can practice. A behavior is something that you do, and it can be like, oh, I'm not doing that. Where a skill is something that you just, hey, I'm going to try this today.
Yeah.
And the things with practice and skills is that I kind of expect you to be bad at it at first, right? Like anything that you do. My favorite story to tell with this is last Christmas, over a year ago, Maggie got me a ukulele for Christmas. Now I'm not musical. I haven't played an instrument ever, and it was hard, right? I mean, it's thankfully the instrument itself sounds good, but like any skill, I was bad at it for a long time, and I had to practice. And now that I'm a year in, I'm not so horrible anymore. But it's fun, right?
Yeah.
And because I don't have to be perfect at it, that's what makes it very doable.
Yeah.
And these skills,
And enjoyable. Yeah.
Exactly. And these skills are the same way. They should be very reasonable. It shouldn't be anything crazy, right? You should see this and be like, oh yeah, that makes sense, right?
Right.
Of course we're doing that. And then it should.
Yeah, we're not jumping in and having you do 100 push-ups in a day.
No. Yeah. No one needs to do that skill.
No.
But yeah, so
awesome,
these things,
but not
right?
for us. Not for us. Yeah.
I always think of them as being at least three things, right? The skill needs to be reasonable. It needs to be something that you can do consistently, and it needs to be meaningful for you, right? It needs to be something that pushes you and makes you feel a little bit better. So all of that being said, if there's ever a skill that we're practicing that doesn't line up with who you are or what you value, just ignore that one, right? Skip it. You always
keep
have
working
permission
on the
to do
other
that.
ones that you've already done, or something else that you want to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So what's our first skill, Aaron?
Our first skill it almost always starts with what we say is scheduling. So we just call it the scheduling skill.
Scheduling skill.
Yeah.
Scheduling.
And the idea, the big why.
Schedule.
Yeah.
Skeduli. I couldn't spell this word for the longest time.
Right.
I had someone had to
Schedule.
tell me how to spell it. Skeduli.
More on that one later on, right? But the idea with scheduling, right? I always want to give you kind of the big why behind it. And the reason why we schedule is it's about making time. And specifically, it's about making time for things that are important.
Right.
And there's a saying that we use that says if it's important, you want to do it often. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just if it's important, you make time to do it. And like I said earlier, getting better at anything takes practice. And I'll say this with a smile, practice rarely happens by accident, right?
That's great.
It's not like the ukulele just fell into my lap and I could, it's time to do it. No, I had to carve out that time to be able to do that. And that might mean workouts, right? That's kind of the easiest thing. We're already sending you these workouts. Some of you have probably noticed if you don't make time to do them, they don't happen, right? It's not like you just accidentally start doing lunges and deadlifts and stuff, right? You have to schedule them to do that. And then we heard this on a podcast a long time ago, is that hope is not a real strategy.
right?
Hope is great to have, right? We love, you have a hope, you know, that things are going to get better and that you're going to work on things. It has to be more than hope, though, and that's what makes this one real, is that you have to make it into a strategy.
Yeah. So Erin has really developed this awesome little one-page info sheet about scheduling it, and we would love to share that with you guys. And so at the show notes on YouTube, the show notes of this video, or we will link to it on our Facebook pages as well, there will be a link for a Google form, and that's only for us to see, but you can put in your name and email on that form, and that will kind of get you onto that shows that you want us to send you this worksheet, this kind of one-page info sheet, and it goes into, it's really just one page, very simple. Aaron's got it up on his iPad right now, and essentially we just want to share it with you. This is just something for you to use. The only cost is sending us your email, essentially, right? And it's just for us. So,
It's so that we can keep connecting with you. And the idea with this is that Maggie and I are going to be practicing these next 2 weeks.
Exactly,
right?
yes.
So we really hope that you practice with us. We're inviting you to practice with us with this. And email is really just kind of the way that we'll kind of help keep in touch with everybody. At some point in the future, we'll send out little check-in emails and fun things like that. So that's really why we're asking you for those.
Yeah, the other thing we want to send you is the workout plan for the week.
That's right.
So Aaron has probably the whole year planned out because he's amazing. But we don't want to overwhelm you. And when I look at a year, I'm like, oh my word, just get it away from me. But we have planned out we've simplified that schedule down to 1 week chunks as well. So with this scheduling it skill, we are also going to send you the 1 week workout plan. And that way you'll know how long the workouts are, what equipment you'll need, and hopefully that will be that'll make scheduling it just a little bit easier for you.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, that's kind of all that we have for you guys today. We are, again, so happy to be on this journey with you, and we hope you make it a great day. See you later.
Bye.